It's your movie. If you don't like it, change it. So this is the one that often comes up. This is your life. It's your movie. You're the superstar. If you aren't happy with it, change it. Don't keep going back to the same thing. Don't keep going back to, oh, well, I fucking hate this life. I wouldn't want to be a part of this. Oh, but that's my life, so therefore I'll just continue living it. No. If you don't like it, change it. If you aren't happy with it, do something different. It's that simple. I didn't say it was easy. I said it was simple. But so many people conflate things that are hard to do, that are difficult to achieve, with being complex. No, it's simple. It might be unpalatable. It might make you deeply uncomfortable. It might require more than you want to give. But at the end of the day, if you don't like it, change it. It's one of the simplest and easiest parts of it all. That your reality is a direct reflection of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. That's it. You are in control. You are the one who is in charge. So if you aren't happy with it, change it. If you aren't satisfied with it, do something different. Generally, we talk about fitness. Obviously, that is my background. That is where I come from. That is what I've spent, as I said the other day, which kind of freaked me out a little bit, my entire adult life. Like, my fitness career training people is old enough to order its own drinks. That's how long I have been doing this. I've been doing this for 18 years. And within that, I firmly believe, like categorically believe, and have seen it time and time again, that fitness is the gateway to everything you want out of life. If you want to change your life, if you want to do something different, if you want to see a different outcome, a different result, you start with your fitness. And even if your life in other areas is successful, I can near guarantee it won't be as successful as it could be if you actually changed your life, if you actually did something about it. And this is the gap, that you're leaving it on the table. You're leaving so much of your choices, your options, your potential, your growth on the table by not being in great shape. Because, well, fitness is it's the tool that opens up everything else in your life. It's the direct correlation to everything else you want. Well, think about it. Your body, your mind, your energy, your focus, your attention is what gives you the capacity for everything you do in your life. So if you're always exhausted, you're always run down, you're always feeling like shit, you can't get out of bed, you can't do any of that kind of stuff, do you think you're going to excel in the other areas? Or maybe you are. Maybe you're doing okay, but you're forcing it through. You're grinding it out. You get sick frequently. Your body doesn't function properly. You can't do the things you want. Do you think you're showing up as the best version of yourself? The answer is no. The answer is that if you are not looking after your health and fitness, you are leaving potential on the table. Unequivocally leaving potential on the table. There is so much more that you could be doing. There is so much more that you could be achieving just by making the decision to get into great shape. And then you get all the other things that come with it. It teaches you, if you do it properly, if you actually do it properly, it teaches you grit, it teaches you determination, it teaches you follow through, it teaches you that things take time, it teaches you consistency, it teaches you intensity, it teaches you effort, it teaches you that, your mind is a fucking liar and that you can override it when it tells you to stop. It teaches you that feelings are irrelevant, that the work is the work and the work gets done. These are the gaps. These are the different things. These are how you continue to progress forward. This is how you make your life better. And I don't know why we have to argue the semantics on this. I don't know why we have to argue that exercise and nutrition is a non-negotiable. It should just be part of your life. It shouldn't be a question. It shouldn't be let's argue about it. Maybe we can argue semantics on what format and how it's delivered and how you show up. Yeah, we could argue that. My views are quite harsh. But it's called demanding greatness for a reason. That's the whole point. That you are demanding greatness of yourself. That you are showing up as the greatest version of yourself. So yeah, it's not going to be, let's just frolic around a little bit and show up to the gym and woo, good job. No, we're going in there and we are smashing it. We're going in there and we are working our ass off. We are giving it everything. And we are trying to push, even if it's just one more rep or one more second or, one more step further than yesterday. We are just trying to get that little bit better. And more for the mental capacity, more for what it does up here than it is for what physically happens. It's the one I talk about frequently. The physical change is just a benefit. That's what most people come in for, to feel better, to look better, to get those aesthetic changes. But they're just a bonus. We are here to do it for the mental game, to fight away those demons, to prove to yourself that how you're feeling doesn't actually fucking matter. I think it's the greatest tool ever to teach you that skill, to teach you to just keep showing the fuck up every single day. I don't think there's anything better than exercise for teaching you that skill. I just don't. Because, more days than not, you're not going to feel like it. More days than not, it would be so much easier to sit on the couch and just chill and just relax and, have a couple of glasses of wine or a couple of whiskeys or, chow down on that pizza or whatever the fuck your vice is. It would be so much easier. But that's not what we're doing here. That's not progressing you towards where you want. That's not building that life that you so badly want. Remember, this is your movie. You're the lead actor. You're the guy. And if you're looking at your life and going, I don't want to watch that. If you don't want to watch your own life, who the fuck else is going to? It means that you are just pissing it away. And people take that the wrong way. I had someone who says, I don't want people watching my life. No, it's not about that. It's about if your life is so boring and that you hate it, what the fuck's the point? Seriously, what's the point of your life if you hate your life? And maybe hate's a strong word. Maybe it's just not what you wanted. Maybe it's just Sometimes apathy is just as bad as hate. Potentially worse. Hate makes you change it. I hate this situation. Therefore, I'm going to do something and I'm going to change it and I'm going to make a difference. Forces you to harden the fuck up and actually analyze your choices and do something about it. But apathy, the fuck are you going to do with that? You just tolerate it. Your life is a direct reflection of the things that we will tolerate. So if you're apathetic towards your life, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just bleh. Well, then shit. You're not really going to change much, are you? You're not actually going to be forced into the situation to do something that's going to make a difference in your life. There are only two reasons that we change: to get away from pain or towards pleasure. And 99 times out of 100, I don't think towards pleasure is enough to actually make people change. Because when it gets hard, when you have to start sacrificing things, when you have to start giving up things, it's much easier to convince yourself that, well, this is good enough. I'm not that uncomfortable. I'm not that unhappy. I'm not that bad. This is good enough. But if it's pain, well, that forces you to change. That forces you to do something different. That forces you to get outside of your comfort zone and towards a better life. That's why apathy is, I think it's worse. I think it's worse than hating your life, because it won't push you to do anything about it. You won't change until the pain is so great that it forces you to do something. And I can speak to that. I can firsthand speak to that because, well, I was there. Before I started this, every day I'd wake up and I'd lie to myself. And I'd be like, it's not that bad. I'm not that out of shape. I'm still strong. I still work out. I still eat decently, which was a fucking lie. I'm better than your average. Well, here's a little insight into that. Better than the average is still fucking shit. Have you looked around what normal and acceptable is these days? 2/3 of the population is overweight or obese. Better than average is nothing to crow about. You should not be proud of that statement. We are declining so rapidly as a society that it's unfathomable. You know, the things like, if you as a man can do 11 push-ups, you decrease your chance of a heart attack by 80%. 11 push-ups. That's fucking nothing. And it's this whole thing that we compare ourselves to the average, but the average is now so low that it's a really, really fucking sad commentary on, well, our world, on our society, on where we're at in this life. And we should not be proud of being better than average. We should not aim to be better than average. We should want to stand out head and shoulders above everyone else. We should want to be the best version of ourselves, humanly fucking possible. We should wake up every single day and demand greatness and compete against who we were yesterday to be a better version of ourselves. And we should sacrifice the unimportant, the things that are sedation, the things that don't progress us anywhere in life, for the things that will create a valuable life, that will build satisfaction and long-term fulfillment. That we should sacrifice the short term for the long term, which is why everything I do starts at health and fitness. It starts with the workout. It starts with exercise, because it's going to teach you those things. You commit all in for a year to a fitness program. And I mean actually commit. Not just like, oh, I'm going to dabble into the gym a couple of days a week. No, like fucking commit. All in. One, physically, you will be a completely different man at the end of the 12 months. Like unrecognizable to the man you were. Two, who you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually will be different as well. You will come out of that completely fucking different. Because, well, you've just done something that I don't think 99% of the population will ever complete. Working out consistently for 12 months, every single day. Tell me, when was the last time you did anything other than eat and sleep and breathe every single day for 12 months, or even 6 months, or 126 days, which is the length of time it takes to replace a bad habit with a positive habit? Can you name a time? Can you? No. You do that, you build incredible credibility with yourself. As a man who gets shit done. As a man who shows the fuck up. A man who follows through. As a man who can be trusted. As a man of his word. These are the skills. Yeah, it's exercise. Yeah, it's nutrition. Yeah, it's all that kind of stuff. But it's more than that. It's bigger than that. It's about becoming a different beast. It's about becoming a different man. It's about showing up in this life as the greatest version of yourself. That's what we're fucking here for. That's why we're doing this. That's why we show up this way. Because, well, this isn't just about a six-pack. This isn't just about liking the man in the mirror. This isn't just about looking better for your wife. It's about all of it. It's about who you become in the process. Fitness, exercise, nutrition is the greatest gift that you could ever have in your entire life. And then you pass that on to your children. You lead by example and you teach them how to do it. Yesterday I was working out, me and my wife, working out together at our home gym. You know what my kids did? Oh, Daddy, I want to work out like you. I want to be like you. So in they come, lifting weights. And now they're one-upping each other to see who can lift the biggest weight, who can put it over their head, who can pick it up off the ground. My 3-year-old son, who's like 12 kilos, maybe 10 kilos, picked up the 15-kilo dumbbell. My 4-year-old daughter picked up the 24-kilo kettlebell. They have no fear. They have no doubt. They just do. But that also comes because, well, I just want to be like Mummy and Daddy. Because we set the fucking standard. We don't talk about it. We don't even tell them to do anything. They just see it and they know it. And that's why you do this stuff, so that you can be the greatest version of yourself, so that you can show up as a better version, so that they will see it and they will learn and they will copy and they will mimic and they will become a better and better version of themselves, so that they can grow up thinking that that's fucking normal, that they don't have to learn it. See, if you think your life's boring and wasting time and you're not doing anything of value in your life, imagine what your children think as they grow up and think that that's normal. Imagine what they're imprinting on that as that happens. That's what you're imparting. Your movie isn't for you. It's for those around you. It's for those who love and adore you, who believe in you. And it's time to start creating a better movie. Rewrite the script. Change the director. Make yourself the leading man that you know you can and should be. So if you're fucking ready for that, click the link in my bio. Let's get you into demanding greatness. Let's transform your entire life. This is where it starts. This is how you become the greatest version of yourself. So if you're ready for that, it's all there waiting for you. And I can't wait to see you there.